for some apple pie because that's all I can smell. We have in front of me an apple pie from ABC Bakery and baker Randy Treacher. Hi, Randy.
Hello.
This not only looks great, but it smells great. As soon as you pop the lid, can you smell it over there, Brandon? It smells awesome.
Just took it out of the oven, baked it. This started at noon today, just for you.
Wow. Well, it's so well done. I mean, the crust, it's just, it's perfection. This would look good on anyone's Thanksgiving menu. And can people get one?
Absolutely. 517-262-6995.
This has got to be a really busy time of year for you.
Oh, yes. I've had orders. We're closed today, but I've had orders coming in today, so I didn't bring my phone with me in case it went off, but still taking orders, yes.
What's the leading pie for Thanksgiving?
The leading pie for Thanksgiving so far this year is apple. I'm very surprised. It was pumpkin last year, but this year it seems that people want apple pie.
Well, I would imagine if they could see and smell this pie like I can, it's hands down over pumpkin. But then again, if I was looking at your pumpkin pie, I'm like...
But I'm also getting orders this year for mincemeat pies, which is very unusual. And I make the mincemeat myself.
Now, we're talking about British baking before the show.
Yes.
And so mincemeat, that's an old English tradition.
Yes, it is.
Is it actually meat?
Absolutely. I use English roast.
Okay.
And etc. It takes cider and brown sugar and all kinds of spices, and I made 40 quarts of it.
Oh my gosh. Is it sweet or savory?
No, it's sweet. You wouldn't know there was any meat in it.
Really?
You never would know there's meat in it.
Huh. And I think over the years, people have substituted things like raisins and dried fruits.
Oh, there's raisins and currants in it as well.
Okay.
But most of them just leave out the meat.
Huh.
But
sounds interesting.
Absolutely. That's something my grandmother used to make. We would make it together. So I keep the tradition.
Were you standing at your grandmother's apron growing up?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Absolutely. In the kitchen. Yeah, absolutely.
The holiday, really so much of it, Thanksgiving surrounds the traditions of the foods and pie, apple and pumpkin. What else are people ordering and you offering for Thanksgiving?
Well, like I said, the mincemeat, of course. I also do, believe it or not, even this time of the year, strawberry rhubarb is being ordered, and well, just about everything other than a peach or something like that. But it's pretty well rounded.
Well, certainly apples. It's the season for.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Apples and pumpkin, of course, are going to be the biggest.
What kind of apple do you use?
I use various kinds, but I always use 4 different kinds of apples. I never use just one. So Jonathan's, Ida Reds, Spies, just kind of whatever I can get, but it's usually a mixture of four apples or more even.
Really? We have some photos. By the way, the ABC Bakery is located on Horton Road, tucked in behind the Crimson Oak Wood Company.
Yeah. Well, chocolate work. I also do chocolate.
That's hard. This, of course, is the start of not just Thanksgiving holiday season, but Christmas.
Yep. Brownies. Very popular. Baked from scratch, of course.
You, I believe your artistry has, you've mastered it. It's fantastic. I'm very impressed.
Well, I enjoy doing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it.
It's very labor intensive.
I made that for a lady one time. She had asked for it for her grandmother, and I made that, and she was so pleased she paid me double for it.
She should have.
She was just ecstatic. And I also do caramel corn. I love making caramel corn.
I love eating caramel corn.
Oh, you do?
Well. Yeah. Now, do you, you've got those cashews?
Yeah, it's cashews. I make 3 different kinds.
I don't know how you do it because you've got such an extensive offering at ABC Bakery.
We do. We have over 100 items on our website.
How do you do it?
I work a lot of hours, about 90 hours a week. I'm at the bakery.
When you first started this bakery, I thought, "Oh, it's so ambitious. You're gonna burn yourself out." But it seems like you're energized even more than when you started.
Okay. I enjoyed today's a day off, so I kind of enjoy that.
That makes sense. Your wife Wendy was here the other day,
Yes.
and she's impressed and amazed with how you've grown the bakery and really, I think, grown your artistry. What do you feel? What's the most rewarding thing for you in having your own bakery business?
I will tell you, I did. I'll give you a couple quick examples. And on one Saturday, I had 4 birthdays and a wedding. And on Monday, I had a response from the groom from the wedding, the groom, not the
No.
bride, how impressed he was with the cake and how big a hit it was at the wedding. And it was a little more intricate cake than I usually do. So I was really pleased to hear that, but especially from the groom. And at the same time, I'd made a birthday cake for the 100th birthday of a lady her daughter was in. And the daughter sent me a picture and how great the cake was. Those kinds of things where we hopefully add to the celebration really make me feel good.
It sounds like it would make it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised the groom would have to take the time
Yeah.
to reach out to you.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, literally 2 days after the wedding.
Huh.
So I was impressed and pleased.
Well, I always seek out the wedding cake at a wedding. That's, to me, it's a very important part of the wedding, but it's, to me, the highlight of a reception. And if it's not a good cake, and so many of the wedding cakes, they're so big, a baker might start 2 weeks in advance,
Yeah.
and it's just. But I don't know. I didn't know you did wedding cakes.
I do. They're honestly not my favorite thing
No,
to
I
do,
wouldn't
shouldn't
imagine.
say, but because let me tell you why. You won't believe this. It's because the bride and the mother of the bride never, notice what I'm saying, never agree on the cake. Not most of the time. They never agree on either what kind of a cake or to even basically to have a cake. Most brides don't want cakes nowadays. They want cupcakes, cookies.
Mm-hmm.
So we do a lot of cutting cakes where it's basically just because the mother wanted a cake because they always have a cake, so they cut it and then they have cupcakes or something else.
And the bride making a huge mistake by not listening to her mom about the cake. I was at a wedding where they had the macarons, little tiny discs
Yep.
of nothing for the wedding cake, and I still remember happened 20 years ago, and still.
I try and tell them at least to have a cutting cake because that makes pretty much everybody happy. What's the big deal?
Photographer needs a cutting cake. Everyone wants to eat the cake. All right. Well, have brides call me, and I'll try.
Okay, I will do that. I'll do that.
Now, if somebody wants to order something for Thanksgiving, are they running out of time?
Well, I'm still taking orders today,
Okay.
so we're okay so far. We'll still take orders.
All right.
That was
Awesome.
517-262-6995. I'm sorry.
No, call again. Give it again and call again. 517.
262-6995.
Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you, and I appreciate the time and appreciate sharing a pie with you.
Oh, you're going to share it?
No, I'm not going to share it. I'm giving it to
Oh,
you. So
wow.
you do with it whatever you want. If you can get it out of here without the crew taking some, that's up to you.
All right.
All right,
It's
Mark.
the crew upstairs already spoke for half of it.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Thanks a lot, Randy.
All right, thank you, Bart.
From ABC Bakery, Randy Treacher.